Hello and welcome back. Right now we're just listening to the sound of the city. I hear some hammers somewhere. I hear the tailor weaving some clothes. And as we're looking at our beautiful village, we are approaching the next winter. And the next winter, well, we should be really relaxed about that because we have so much coal now, as we can see. I mean, we are using quite a lot of coal as well, but coal and firewood together should keep my people warm. All of them have some insulation. Stone house, once I researched that, we would have the resources already to also upgrade my houses to some more sophisticated looking houses, but for now, it's fine. The only thing that bothers me, just a tiny bit, is the food. So the food is... yeah, it's not that great. So we should really have a look at that and have a closer look at that. I hope we can unlock the fields at some point. We do need the gathering hall. We need to upgrade a gathering hall to a town center. That's probably something that we have in our research list a bit further. There we have it, right? So it still takes us a bit of time to get there. One thing that I want to do here is the little things. We have a bit of coin again. And with that, we can make people happier when they are within a clothes shop. Let's research that. So there it is, costing me a bit of coin. And that means those people here will be happier because they're so close to that. Now, let's just have a look at my little town. Let's go ahead and continue with some road building. I would like to have a bit more structure. So there we have, of course, our main road once again around the town hall. There should be just a lot of space around it. That's my opinion. And down here we have then a nice bridge, right? So this whole town goes down to that center. Here, this area should be reserved for more production buildings. And around this area here, I would then like to have more houses again. So there we already have a road. So it just makes sense to me to have another house here and probably also another house here. They are, yes, within the radius still. Perfect. That's a good thing. We could also have some more houses behind that town hall there to make this a bit more dense as well. I like that. So let's have two houses there with a bit of a distance between them. Righto. So that's that. Into the industrial zone, and here we can have more industrial buildings then. I know there are some fields coming up at some point. We do have some fertile area up there, so we're probably going to reserve that for fields that we're going to need to also have a bit more diverse food, of course. For that, I could already have my roads then going over here, just so I know it for the future that I reserve it, right, for what we might need then here. So let's just make this one actually complete. And then here I know now that we have the road, and I know that this is our farming area. Now we've also finished the research for the food production. This one gives me a nice boost to my food buildings or my food production buildings. And then we have the edict. It does, however, cost me quite a bit, twice as much as the construction good edict. But it boosts our production by 10%. I think we can make this one work. If it's too expensive, right? If it's too expensive, we see that right away anyway. And then, yeah, well, I think it's going to the monthly used, right? It's getting distributed among the 12 months, these 520 coins. So we should see an increase there. But since we're making 140 per month right now, I think we should be safe. Especially since we might also just sell some stuff, right? What I can see is... first of all, whoop-de-doo, we have 2 workers available. One of them can work as a dock worker again. And one of them might be working as a gatherer, since we... do we have now the... yep, the gathering hall down here is also finished, the gather shelter. So there is now someone working as winter is coming. And what we can now have here then is... we can sell some stuff. So we have so much stone, so much lumber. That's probably it though. Oh, and while we are in the middle of winter, we get the first message that my peasants are not that happy. We're actually losing happiness right now. And it's further going down because luxury goods are missing. I'm already producing some luxury goods here with the clothes, but I think, first of all, it might not be enough for all of these people here. I just hope that it is, though. We do have no clothes at the moment available, so this is a peasant luxury goods. There is, of course, different classes, and all of them want different luxury goods. So the very first one here, probably not producing enough. I might have a look at that, but also there is another research coming along, the carpenter's hut. We just need a bit more coin. And this one here is another production of luxury goods, that is furniture. Right, so we should focus on that pretty quickly now. The good thing is my dock can work again, so let's just have a look what we might sell here. There's some lumber, not very expensive though. Oh, the leather is good, so we might just sell some, let's say 50 leather. We really have a lot of leather there right now. I would also like to continue selling 50, let's make it 100 lumber. There we have it. Very nice. And then we should have stone somewhere. Can we not sell stone? There it is. Stone. Unfortunately, not really worth that much. So let's just sell up to 200. There we have it. So 50. We do get some 50 out of that. Of course, I do need to attach a minus to that, I think. So we're selling that. So we're paying a fee of 55 coin for that. But well, we get 200 coin out of it anyway. So let's trade this one. Going to take a while, and then we can use this money for some research. Oh, we got some taxes in again. 440 we have now. So this is not the trade here yet. Let's go ahead and get the carpenter's hut now on the way. Perfect. And yes, here I just realized that I made a small mistake by spelling it. The gathering hall, of course, has nothing to do with the gatherer. The gatherer shelter is something completely different. This is in fact a real upgrade, the townhouse to the gathering hall. And I was already wondering what is going on. Why should we want to upgrade a gatherer shelter to a townhouse? And there I got it. It came to my mind that it's not the same thing. So once we have 500 coin, we could upgrade the townhouse to the gathering hall, and thus unlocking a whole bunch of new buildings and policies. With that, though, however, it's costing me quite a lot, and now I'm looking at the carpenter hut. We can already build it, but from now on also these buildings really cost a lot of money. So 200 coin. Previously it was around 50, 70 coin, 40 coin, and this one here now costs 200. And that's quite a lot. This is the furniture though, and that is something we want. It will consume lumber, of course, to make the furniture out of that. But I think we should be fine. We build it just right next to the sawmill. I think it's fitting in there as our next, industrial building there. We don't have anyone yet to work on that. Food is still going down, so I'm not going to change anything about my construction here. We still want everything here to have for that food supply. And since my city is getting really closer to my forester hut and my hunter hut, I might need to move them at some point now anyway, right? I might need to move them a bit further away from the village there. Otherwise they're not working that efficiently anymore. The resources required are not being the toolsmith, as we can see here. This is the toolsmith. And the toolsmith, doesn't get enough iron anymore. The same goes with the hunting lodge. What is going on? Are we not producing enough iron here? There we have it. We have one person working in that yet. We can boost the production with quite a lot of coin, to be honest, but let's do this. And we can also reduce the upkeep if we pay a bit of coin, and that is actually worth it. That is definitely worth it here, especially if we can do it again. We can, and then we can have an expansion here as well. So we're definitely going to do that. Right, well, let's hope that there's a bit more iron coming in. Of course, the delivery way is quite long, actually, to the city center there. But you can't change that. Even if I build a depot here, you would still need to transport it all the way to the town. And this is the only place where we have 100% efficiency. Right, so it just needs to stay there. And I certainly can't afford right now to relocate it. We got a worker, though, so someone grew up again. That means our buildings are being constructed now. Very good, and I can already see that the resources are being transported. And it's spring, by the way. Yes, so happy spring. It's getting warmer again. I'm continuing to sell some stone. So we are going to say, I want to sell another... I have so much stone, let's make it 100. Let's sell 100 stone there real quick. And I might also... need to purchase some food, unfortunately. Let's just trade that for 90 coin at least, because we want to boost the coin there. What is going on with my food? Large basket, production 25% increase for the gather shelter. Let's do that. And this gather shelter here is having 157 efficiency as well. So it just should really work well. That worker will work as a gatherer or as a gatherer right away once he finishes the construction of these buildings. Alright, very nice. So the carpenter's hut is built and we get 3 workers available now. So there's more people growing up. I hope everyone has their houses there. Yep, and more houses, of course, are coming up. But of course, every family should have a house. We're actually building 4 houses there right now. So this one's finished now. And those are still in construction. Let's just wait this one out before I assign those workers then to the new locations. I would just really like to know where they are, because I don't really see construction happening. We got 3 of them. Interesting. Where are my workers? No food! Oh, and we're running out of food. I might need to purchase something. I might need to purchase some food. I'm going to relocate that worker here to the gatherer now as well. This is dropping really quickly. Did not realize that until now. For this gatherer here as well. And we might also boost that production, righto, with the large baskets. And I'm boosting it once again. So this is some really high quality production now going on. And the same thing we can do here. There is another expansion for work slots we could do. I might also work on the hunting lodge. Venison production is increased with that to produce more food. And then, by the way, we have the fisher. And the fisher I haven't even contemplated about. Let's have the expansion here. It's really cheap. And with that, we can have another fisherman. Okay, so that was really close. We're still pretty low there on the food, and we're in summer. So right now we're getting the most food out, and during winter, of course, it's less. So we should actually be in the process of stockpiling it. Lucky us, we have a trader for kind of an emergency situation. We do need herbs anyway, so I'm getting this permanent message there as well. The herbs, of course, for the sick people. So let's purchase some herbs. They're not that expensive. This time I would like to purchase 40 because they're lasting quite long. We could also go ahead and let's just have a look at my leather. Yeah, we can sell some leather there because that is worth it again. We have riots now. People are rioting. Oh, and the problematic social issue here is the luxury goods, not the food. It's because they don't have furniture in their homes. I might need to address this one really quickly now. So let's go with the -50 on the lumber and stone. Yes, we have so much stone. Let's actually sell some 100 stone, right? So that we really... Oh, okay. Let's sell some 90 stone. We actually make some money. Get the herbs as well. Let's have a carpenter. Where should we get him from, though? That's the nagging question from the quarryman. So a bit less stone production would be fine to get the carpenter up and running. The carpenter does need coin, lumber, and tools. So another way of actually wasting tools per month. But it is required. Where are the riots, by the way? Do we see them? Ah, right in front of our town hall. And I hope these people still continue to work. Because otherwise, it's game over if they're not working. But I think they are. I'm not very happy with my rule so far. How dare they? Do we have police? Do we have something to cripple them or something? Just the knee or just the left leg. Something like that. Teach them a lesson. They have no place really to ride against me. I'm their overlord. And I have a carpenter hut already. It's got the resources. So please stop or please start working. Let's have the optimization there. Righto, so it consumes a bit less because I'm a bit worried about my tool consumption in this case here in the carpenter hut. Still no new people, so we still have to wait there. I would really love to have a few more. Yeah, to also have another fisherman. Food at least is going up again a bit, but this was really close. And there's nothing else I could do right now. We need all the people at their places. Once the trade is over, I might move the dock worker to a fisherman. Especially since the fisherman can now work during winter much more effectively than before. Okay, at least that trade is over. We got some herbs again. I know we do have the herb gatherer somewhere. The herbalist hut, there it is. We could build it, of course, but then again, it would consume a worker and we can't afford that right now. Let's get rid of the dock worker and he in turn works at the fisherman. So you can stay at the ocean or, yeah, the river or whatever that is. And please get us some food. It's getting up there, but you know, winter is coming and we need more food for that case, for that occasion. Iron is, yeah, bad as always. How is the luxury goods looking? Oh, it's getting down even now. The social issues, they're still there. They're still not too happy. My carpenter hut, please continue building something. Optimization, we would need more tools for that, and tools are going down now. I hope we are having more tools again. Optimization might be a good thing here because It reduces the upkeep. That's tricky. I would rather not do that for now. What are you missing? Not enough carriers and workers to transport the goods, but we have 3 carriers available. Just no workers at the moment. But please give me my first furniture. Do we have furniture yet? I don't think so. So many goods. It's insane. But no furniture, unfortunately. There it was. Just below here, there's furniture. We have 2. We have the first 2 furniture. People, use it, please, and don't waste it. Because we don't have that much yet. And winter is upon us again, indeed. Now, for this winter, we are really well supplied with almost 1,000 food. So all my measures really are coming to fruition, right? Very, very good. But the other thing is now, the other pressing problem is that's coming up is the tools. I really like how this is starting out. Like, we're getting pressure from a lot of areas now where we haven't had pressure before. So tools, of course, is... Well, first of all, low because we do need it for quite a lot of things. We do need it for the carpenter hut. We do need it also for our tailor shop or a clothes shop. And by the way, that shop here is in a very good location. My carpet, of course, in the industrial zone. But this one here, you know, it has this radius around it. So we really should have people around it. Whereas this one here doesn't have that. So it can just be isolated more or less in the industrial zone. So placement, I think, is fine. But when it comes to the tools, it's not fine. So the toolsmith is not working that much. I think we lost someone right now. I think someone died. Yes, that is the case because the toolsmith is gone and we still don't have any new workers. I think we lost more than that. I think we also lost we lost the fisherman there. That might be the case here. Why are we losing people? No idea. But what I know is that we do need to replace the toolsmith there. Quickly, how can we do this? What can I use for that? Actually, not that much, right? Let's get a gatherer and let's put him there to the toolsmith. Reason for that is we have lots of food and I think one gatherer will not make that much of a difference. So we can use that. We definitely do need the rest though. Happiness is still pretty low despite having now the furniture there as well. So no idea what's the matter. Lots of children running around. None of them wants to grow up. How dare they? We need workers. We need slaves. Someone needs to work here. Especially since we're losing a few people here and there. And please, please build me some tools. Craft me some tools. We are pretty low and without tools, nothing here works anymore. The other problem is, of course, that we have is the iron. We're not producing that much. Right? It's always low. We have the iron mine and I can have that expansion here to another worker slot. Let's do this. So the iron mine, does it have now? For some reasons it doesn't. Oh, there we have it now. Perfect. So the iron mine now has worker slots, 3 available. So once someone grows up, we can attach more people to that. Definitely needed, especially since we are not having that much. And we have a lot of coin. Let's just check my research there. The gather hole is possible now. Lumber and stone we have as well. And with that one here, I would still like to wait a bit because we have this budgeting here that I like a lot. This one here actually makes it that the upkeep of all my production buildings, more or less, is reduced by 10%. Let's go with that because this can help a lot with the iron and with the tools. So I definitely want to have this one working for us. And yes, I know there's not enough carriers. For some reason, we're full of gatherers. Okay, winter is over. As we can see, it's March, and yeah, some 3 people grew up. At least that is something. I mean, we're losing people, so many of them, and there are not enough growing after them. I have enough houses though, so all my houses there, you know, we're still not at the limit here. I think this one here is empty. There we're building a new one now that's going to be empty then as well for quite some time. And the 3 workers, let's use them, and let's use them on the miner there. So I would like to have now 2 people working in here. Please give me enough iron. Because we need all of that. The worker, let's have food-wise, let's have one of them working again as a fisherman and one of them working most likely as a dock worker because we have enough coin and I would really like to purchase some more stuff, especially the herbs and stuff like that. And plus it needs a bit of time, it takes a bit of time before the docks work again after assigning a dock worker. So that's that. Oh my goodness, it's going to take now half a year again before someone grows up. So that's what we need to work here with for now. Unfortunately, That's a bit too slow, I think. Now, positive side though is essential budgeting is complete. We should have now something new. There it is. And this one here is now reducing the upkeep and also the consumption of basic goods by 0.3. It does, however, cost me 2 influence points. So with that, we are at 0 influence now. Right? We can increase the influence by upgrading the townhouse. That is my next goal. But food production and the essential budgeting is now in place. And I do like that. So I'm hoping that this one changes a few things here, especially also since the consumption is going down now a bit. Luxury goods, as we can see here, peasant luxury, we have 1 in store. Doesn't really have that much. From 24 to 25. That is a huge step up. At least it's going up. And I hope we can continue on that route. Now iron is the pressing matter that we have to work on. And then we continue here with upgrading our town hall. Stay tuned.